So we should continue with the discussion. Okay, so in this program, I have already performed 3 operations: matrix addition, matrix subtraction, and matrix transpose, or array addition, array subtraction, array transpose. So I'm just executing these applications. So enter your elements of the first array A. So I have taken 3 cross 3 for sake of simplicity. So that's why I have given total 9 elements for array A, and the similar 9 elements for array B. Okay. So this is the representation of the array A in the matrix format. This is the representation of array B in the matrix format, and this is the summation of the 2 array A and B. This is the resultant array of the summation, and this is the resultant array of the subtraction. Okay, obviously subtraction array should be 0 because both are similar. So all the elements are 0, subtracted from each other means 0. And this is the array transpose of which array? Array A. Array A, array transpose. Okay, both are similar, A and B, because I have given the similar value, but I have performed the transpose on the array A only. Okay, you can also perform the transpose for array B. Okay, clear? So this 1, 2, 3 row will be shifted to 1, 2, 3 column. 4, 5, 6 is a row of array A. It should be shifted to 4, 5, 6 column. 7, 8, 9 is the third row of array A. It should be shifted in a third row of the transpose matrix. Third column of the transpose. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? প্রত্যেকে বুঝতে পারলে? These are the array or matrix basic operations. If anyone has any doubt, please ask me. So matrix multiplication you will do by yourself at your home. Okay, right now I am not going to tell you matrix multiplication. It's your job. You will do. I will check it in the next class or in the next lab. Okay. What is matrix multiplication? Arithmetically matrix multiplication is key. মনে আছে? How we can perform matrix multiplication arithmetically in mathematics? Suppose these two are there, matrix A and matrix B, and we will perform multiplication in between these two matrices. So the first rule of the multiplication, multiplication কোনো criteria বা constraint থাকে? Is there any constraint during the matrix multiplication? কেউ জানো? নিশ্চয়ই জানো. Is there any constraints or any criteria that we should follow before we are performing matrix multiplication?
Sir,
the number of rows in the first matrix should be equal with the number of columns of the second matrix. That is the first constraint of matrix multiplication. কি বললাম? The number of rows of the first matrix, means matrix A, should be equal with the number of columns of the second matrix. That means if it is a 3 cross 3, right now these two matrices are similar, 3 cross 3 and 3 cross 3. So there is no problem of matrix multiplication. So if we multiply two matrices in a rectangular form, that means not a square matrix. This is a square matrix. So if we multiply two rectangular matrices, then if the matrix A dimension is suppose 3 cross 2, then the matrix B dimension must be 2 cross 3. So 3 cross 2, what is 3? In 3 cross 2, the number of rows of matrix A. In case of matrix A, it should be 3 cross 2 in case of rectangular matrix. And in case of matrix B, it should be 2 cross 3. What does it mean? So a matrix A has 3 rows, 3 number of rows, whereas matrix B has 3 number of columns. So what I have told, the number of rows in the matrix A should be equal number of columns of matrix B, because matrix multiplication is nothing but a multiplication of the row of the first matrix with the corresponding column of the second matrix. কি বললাম? The rows of the first matrix multiplication is nothing but the rows of the first matrix should be multiplied with the number of columns of the second matrix. Okay, that is the matrix multiplication. So before you will apply matrix multiplication, you will have to check this condition positively. If R not equals to P, printf cannot apply matrix multiplication or cannot multiply two matrices. কেউ বলতে পারবে what is R and what is P? আমি already বলে দিয়েছি. Can anyone tell me what is R and what is P here? What is R and what is P here?
First matrix row.
Right.
First matrix is
R
row,
is
second
the
matrix is column.
row number of first matrix and P is the column number of second matrix.
Very good. So R is the number of rows of matrix A, and P is the number of columns of matrix P. That you have to check. Understood? So you have to check it first. Now ফালতু করে তো লাভ নেই, because matrix multiplication is never ever possible if the number of rows of the first matrix is not equal with the number of columns of the second matrix. So at the else part, you will do the matrix multiplication logic here. That you will do, that I am not going to tell. At the else part, you will have to apply the matrix multiplication logic. So mathematically, how the logic is working? Very simple. What I have told, the row of the matrix A will be multiplied with a column of at matrix B, element by element, and then perform summation among them. So in the first cell, it should be A00 into B00 plus A01 into B01 plus, sorry, B10 plus A02 into B20. বুঝতে পারলে? So these are summation and multiplication of individual elements. Multiplication of individual elements and then perform summation in between them. Clear? So A00, A01, A02 are the rows of the first matrix. B00, B10, and B20 are the column of the second matrix. Column elements of the second matrix. Clear? So in this way, in a next cell, in this cell, it will again multiply the row of the first matrix with the second column of the second matrix. So it should be like this: A00 into B01, A01 into B11, and A02 into B21. It is the size. Okay. Clear? Understood? কে বুঝতে পারোনি বলো? Do you understand it? Have you understood? বুঝতে পেরেছো?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you will do it. You will do it at your home. Okay. I will check it in the next class. Okay. The next important thing, and you can say that these are probably the last thing that I want to show regarding 2D array or matrices, how we can perform a determinant calculation of a matrix. How we can do a determinant calculation of a matrix. So we have to take one matrix as an input, add one, and that I have printed the values of the output matrix, means the add one matrix which we have taken as an input, and I have printed that matrix in the form of matrix. Okay, that array. Now, how we can perform the determinant calculations? Can anyone tell me how we can perform a determinant calculation of a matrix? Suppose we have this matrix, and we have to perform the determinant calculation. How we can do that? What is the formula for determinant calculation of A, the matrix A? Follow?
ওই তো স্যার A00
A00 into. So when we will consider A00
Into
is
bracket
corresponding rows and columns, we have to neglect, right? And we have to, if we neglect this corresponding row and column, because we'll consider the first element as a multiplier. This is a multiplier. So we'll only consider this 4. We will only consider this 4. Okay, A11, A12. So we will do a cross multiplication and subtraction between them. So we have to first do this
Yes,
cross
sir, yes.
multiplication. This one will do first, top to bottom and left hand to right hand side. So we'll do the first multiplication, A11 into A22, then minus
Into A22.
then this cross multiplication.
A12.
Okay, so A12 into A21, and we will change the sign accordingly, plus minus in such a way. So these terms will be started with plus. Okay, this is the plus sign. Okay, it is not something is not in front of the plus, that's why I omit this one. Okay, then minus, then there should be one more term, then again plus, then there should be one more term, then again minus, and in such a way it will work. This is a matrix determinant, right? So here we will go for the next term. So for the next term, we will consider this element as a multiplier. So we'll consider this element, and corresponding row and column of this element should not be considered, should be ignored. Okay. So if we ignore the corresponding row and column of that multiplier A01, so we will consider A01 of the multiplier the next time. Okay. So what should be the corresponding row, the elements left? These 4 elements left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will do again the cross multiplication among these 4 elements. So first we will do the cross multiplication from left to right, top to bottom, left to right. Okay, and then we will do right to left. So A10 into A22, A10 into A22, minus left to right, A20 into A12. Okay. Now plus sign. So plus, minus, and now plus. Now we will left with the last multiplier, that is A02. Okay, so its corresponding row and column should be again we should ignore. So make this 2 as a different color, and we will left with these 4 elements. So we will do cross multiplication among these 4 elements. Okay, so what is our next multiplier? A02. A02 is our next multiplier. So it should be again cross multiplication, left to right. So A10 into A21 minus A20 into A11. Our microphone to on আছে. Okay, so in such a way we can perform matrix determinant calculation. This is a normal way or general way of calculating matrix determinant. Clear? যারা ভুলে গেছে তাদের মনে পড়লো? This is the way of calculating matrix determinant. Understood? Is it understood by everyone?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if we replace these elements with some values, suppose we are doing matrix multiplication of these elements, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we replace, okay, this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and if we apply this matrix determinant calculation for this example, then the output of determinant of that matrix is always 0, and that should be our test example. Okay, in our program, this should be our test example in our program. You will do it. Eta kore rakho, তুমি এটা দেখতে পাবে. So in our program, I am just showing these things in a general form, in a you can say in a direct form. Okay, but I want that you should change this one into a generalized form. That you will do at your home. I am not going to show it. This is a determinant calculation. This is a determinant calculation in a general form. This is a determinant calculation in a general form, which I have already shown to you. But it is directly I am using the indices of 3 cross 3 matrices in such a way. এটাকে indices হিসেবে represent করে দিয়েছি. Directly this will be represented in the form of array here. But that should not be a proper way. It is not good at all. Why? Because this will be only applicable for the 3 cross 3 matrix. Our computation is only applicable for the 3 cross 3 matrix. But I don't want to do that. I want to apply my conception for n cross n matrix, not 3 cross 3. And that for n cross n, you'll have to replace this 0, 1, 1, 0 into an ij, some sort of generalized form. Okay, so you'll have to do it by your own. So right now I'm just checking it whether my matrix determinant will give a correct calculation or not. Okay, So here actually A is an array. A array we will consider here. Okay. Get it. We'll declare this variable. Okay. Now I'm running down the code. So enter the number of rows 3 cross 3. I will have to use 3 cross 3 because I have make it a fixed number of columns and rows. So I cannot use any other kind of the sizes of the arrays or sizes of the matrices. I will always have to use 3 cross 3. Okay, but you will have to implement these things for n cross n. Okay, for any kind of any size of matrix we can do it. Now we will put the array elements. Okay, so the determinant of the matrix is 0. Clear? Is it clear? I think these things I don't need to repeat because this is simply a representation of this mathematical formula which I have already discussed with you. Clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I want to show you one very interesting method that sometimes we will use for matrix determinant calculation, and that method is called Sarras method. Sarras method. কেউ শুনেছো কোনদিন এই মেথডটার নাম? Have you ever heard this method? Sarras algorithm.
না স্যার, নো স্যার।
The Sarras method is
No,
such
sir.
kind of method. Okay, Sarras method is such kind of method where which will be applicable to calculate the determinant of only 3 cross 3 matrix. Of only 3 cross 3 matrix. For more than 3 cross 3 matrix, Sarras method will fail. Sarras method will not work. Then you will have to go for the general determinant calculation. But Sarras method is very intellectual method, and that will be efficient for our matrix determinant calculation for up to 3 cross 3 matrix compared to this method. Up to 3 cross 3 matrix calculation, determinant calculation, Sarras method is much more efficient compared to your general determinant calculation method. General determinant calculation method is little bit complex compared to Sarras method. Sarras method is very easy to understand and easy to apply. Obviously, the number of instruction is much less in Sarras method compared to a determinant calculation. Okay, and that will be applicable. This Sarras method will be applicable for maximum up to 3 cross 3 matrix. And I have used a generalized representation of the Sarras method here. A generalized representation of the Sarras method here. Now let me first discuss with you what is Sarras method. Listen it very carefully. Okay, very important. What is Sarras method and how it will work? Now suppose I want to perform the matrix determinant calculation for this 3 cross 3 matrix, right? For this 3 cross 3 matrix, which I have already did as a general matrix determinant calculation, right? But I need to apply this concept for Sarras method. I need to apply this concept for Sarras method, right? So what is the Sarras method? Tells you how you can perform this matrix determinant calculation. Very simple. You have to first assume the copy of the first 2 column of the input matrix as a fourth column and fifth column, and the next 2 column of the process matrix. So this is your input matrix, and your process matrix should be 3 cross 5. That means 2 column increment hobe for the process matrix, because you simply copy the first column and put it into the fourth column, and copy the second column and put it into the fifth column. That is your process matrix on which Sarras method will be applied. Clear? So your process matrix will be of 3 cross 5, whereas your input matrix will be 3 cross 3. Okay. So your process matrix will look like this. Your process matrix will be look like this. Okay. And these 2 values are nothing but a copy and paste, or you can say the copy of the first 2 column. The copy of the first 2 column. Clear? That's your process matrix. Now you will apply your Sarah's rule or Sarah's method on these process matrix. What is Sarah's rule or Sarah's method? What is the Sarah's rule or Sarah's method? Very simple. Let's check it out. ভালো করে দেখো, হ্যাঁ? Let's check it out. So we will calculate determinant of the matrix A, right? A is our input matrix 3 cross 3, and after the input matrix will be changed into its corresponding process matrix, it should be 3 cross 5, right? And the last two column will nothing but a copy of the first two column of the input matrix, right? Now the Sarah's rule tells you that you will have to multiply the corresponding diagonal elements. You will have to multiply the corresponding diagonal elements of the 3 cross 5 process matrix and make a summation among them. Ki bollam? You have to multiply the corresponding diagonal elements from top to bottom and left to right. You have to first multiply the corresponding diagonal elements from top to bottom and left to right, and mark a summation or place the summation among them. Okay, so our first will be A00 into A11 into A22, right? This is the first item, plus our second item will be A01 into A12 into A20. Our second item, plus our third item or third term will be A02 into A10 into A21. Clear? Is it clear? প্রত্যেকে বুঝতে পারলেন? We should not go for these diagonals. Why you should not go for these diagonals? Because these diagonals will not equivalent to the size of the input matrix. The size of the input matrix is 3 cross 3. So your diagonal should be at least 3. But in this case, the diagonals are only 2. So we should not go for these diagonals. We should go for only these 3 diagonals. Clear? বুঝতে পারলে কি করলাম? Up to this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay.
Yes,
Very
sir,
good.
clear.
Very good. Now the next process. What is the next process? Acha, I have stored this value into A. Suppose I have stored this value into a variable X. Okay, cool. Now I will do the same operation in a reverse order from bottom to top and left to right. Ki bollam? I will do the same operation into reverse order from bottom to top and left to right. So bottom to top mane niche theke oporer dike and left to right means left to right. Okay, so what are the diagonal elements here? These are the diagonal elements from bottom to top and left to right on the process matrix. Okay, these are the 3 diagonal elements. Again, we will do the same operation and store the variable into another new variable, that is y. Store the results. Okay, so our first will be A20 into A11 into A02 plus A21 into A12 into A00 plus A22 into A10 into A01. Right? Clear? And finally, we'll calculate the determinant of the input matrix A. The determinant of the input matrix A by subtracting these two variables from each other, x minus y. And whatever output you will get, that will be the result of the 3 cross 3 matrix determinant. Clear? This is the Sarah's rule. বুঝতে পারলে? কে বুঝতে পারোনি বলো? কে বুঝতে পারোনি বলো?
Clear, sir.
So that you need to apply in C programming. কিভাবে apply করবে? First we have to calculate the x, then y, and then subtraction between them. Now, how you can implement the x? Look at the items that are multiplied with each other. Look at the changes of the items very carefully. So in the first case, A00, 11, A22. A00 into A11 into A22. A00 into A11 into A22. In the next case, A01 into A12 into A20. এবার আমাকে বলতে পারবে যে এই যে I and J যে দুটো ইন্ডেক্স আছে, there are two index, each and every element associated with two index I and J. I and J টা কিভাবে চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে বলতে পারবে? প্রথম কথা I টা কিভাবে চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে for all the items? How I has been changed? I এর চেঞ্জটা কি
স্যার
সিমিলার?
আইটা এক করে বাড়ছে।
Yes, I এর চেঞ্জটা
না,
তোমরা
sir.
similar for all items. The change of I is similar for all these terms. তাই তো? I এখানে কত? 0, 1, 2. In this term I is 0, 1, 2. In this term I is 0, 1, 2. Am I clear? So changes of I is similar for all the three items or three terms. All the three terms. Agree with me? Agree করছো তো প্রত্যেকে? The change of I is similar for all the three terms. তাই তো? Is it clear? বুঝতে পারছো?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I have make
Yes, sir.
this one as 0, this one as 1 and this one as 2. Fixed করে দিলাম 0, 1, 2. কারণ প্রতিবারই তো এটা চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে 0, 1, 2. So for each and every individual terms I has been changed in a fixed order 0, 1, 2. Clear? Is it clear to you? প্রত্যেকে বুঝতে পারলে? বুঝতে পারলে প্রত্যেকে? Now I am going to change the J. Now I am going to change the value of J. আমি এখানে J লিখে করি, নাহলে তোমাদের একটু কনফিউশন হয়ে যাবে। J. This should be J. This should be J. And this should be J. Also J. This is also J. And this is also J. Now look at the J in this example. How the J has been changed. 0, 1, 2. In the first item, the J is 0, 1, 2. Right? In the second term, J is 1, 2, 0. In the third term, J is 2, 0, 1. So J termটা কিন্তু 2 এর থেকে বেশি কোনোবারই হচ্ছে না। But there should not be any logic is applied here. কোনো লজিক কিন্তু এখানে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না। The J is changing similarly for all the items. We cannot find any logic here. But in case of I, we have find a logic. That I is always changing 0, 1, 2 for all the three items. But J, no logic, common logic is found for all the three items in case of J. Right? So in that case, the J will be cannot be exceed the value of 2. J is always within the value of 2, মানে 1, 2, 0. তার মানে আমি যদি এই কাজটা করে থাকি প্রোগ্রামের মধ্যে, তাহলে আমাকে Jটাকে আমি আটকে রাখতে পারি তো। J will start from 0 to R. Okay, and 0 is a looping range. So J start with 0, right? So in the first case, the J value will be 0. In this case, J value will be 0 plus 1 mod 3. Means what? 1. 0 plus 1 mod 3 means what? It will return always 1. So in the second term, it will be 1, 1. In the third term, it will be 0 plus 2 mod 3 means 2. So it will be 2, 2. So add 1, 0, 0. Add 1, 1, 1. Add 1, 2, 2. মানে A00, A11, A22. This is the first term. First term millo. Now the second term. In case of second term, the J value will be incremented by 1, right? So right now the J will inserted with the value of 1. So here the J value will be 1. Here the J value will be 1 plus 1 mod 3 means what? 2 mod 3, that means 2. And here 1 plus 2 mod 3 means what? 0. 3 mod 3 means what? 0. So this should be 0, 1. This should be 1, 2. This should be 2, 0. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0. Second termটার সঙ্গে মিলছে?
Yes,
In this way, if we increment the next value of J, that is the last value of J, that is J equals to 2, this should be 0, 2, 1, 2, sorry, 1, 0 and 2, 1. So 0, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1. 0, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1. মিলছে?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Everyone clear? বুঝতে পারলে? So here I have applied the mod 3 operation to make the value of j always bounded within less than mod 3. এই জন্য 3 এর বেশি কিন্তু j এর ভ্যালু কিন্তু 2 এর বেশি যাচ্ছে না, it's always 0 1 2 because mod 3 দিয়ে আমি ওটাকে বাউন্ড করে দিয়েছি, so that's why it always varies in between 0 1 2 0 1 2 0 1 2. In a similar way, we'll calculate the b value. I think you can understand, you can calculate the b value by yourself, and then we will finally do the subtraction between these two variables a and b, just like the example, okay, which we have done here, right? And put in the determinant. Let's calculate it again. Sorry. 3 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Clear? The determinant of a matrix is 0. Clear? বুঝতে পারলে? Is it clear to everyone? প্রত্যেকে বুঝতে পারলে? Sarah's rule is very very important. বাড়িতে কিন্তু প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে এটা, ঠিক আছে? Clear? Everyone clear?
Okay.
So this is all
Yes, sir.
about your numerical numeric 2D array. Okay. Next class we will start with a string or character array. Okay, then we will insert into function. Okay. বাড়িতে প্রত্যেকে প্র্যাকটিস করবে, and আমি এখন রোল নাম্বারটা কল করছি, so everyone please be responsive.